Hello, I'm Elizabeth Conley from Interview Skills Clinic. Now in this video, I'm going to talk to you about interview anxiety because it holds so many people back from succeeding at interviews. I'm going to talk to you about some of the symptoms that I see and the difference between what is just natural nervousness or apprehension about going to an interview and how to identify if you've got more severe interview anxiety. Importantly, I'm going to share 2 techniques to stop nervousness turning into interview anxiety, which is more severe. I'm also going to be publishing a second longer video with all the 10 techniques we use at Interview Skills Clinic to reduce severe interview anxiety with our clients. This is going to help you restore your confidence and get you back into interviews. This is certainly going to be useful if you think that interview anxiety is holding you back. Now, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notified when the second video interview is published, but also other videos like this one to help you get a job. Now, it's very easy in my experience to get into a cycle of rejection, which actually leads to interview anxiety. For whatever reason, you have a poor first interview and you don't get the job. Now, naturally, this chips away at your confidence. So what do we do next? Well, most of us think, well, I didn't get the job because I wasn't prepared, so we prepare more. If we prepare more, we feel more confident. We start writing out likely questions. We start writing out our answers, or even writing out the research on the company. The more we prepare by writing, the more anxious we get. Our brain freezes in an interview. And not surprisingly, we get rejected again. Very quickly, it can become a negative cycle until you no longer apply for jobs that you know you can do, and it starts holding back your career in life. Now, it's really natural to feel nervous before an interview. Some of the symptoms we all recognise are feeling a little bit sweaty, a little bit hot, that racing heart, the dry throat, breaking or squeaky voice. That's certainly something that gets me. If I'm going to make a presentation, I can feel my voice just becoming a little bit higher. Forgetfulness, speaking too quickly. Now, this is really common because the reason we speak very quickly is we've got a lot going on in our heads and we don't want to forget it. So therefore, we speak quicker than we would normally do. And it has a tendency to get faster and faster till nobody really can follow you. The skin rash, that very blotchy skin, which can sort of happen around the neck area and the chest. Now, what are some of the more severe interview anxiety symptoms that we see? First of all, blank mind syndrome. This is where we get a real brain freeze during the interview. Now, a lot of people who phone us up will talk about a brain freeze or brain fog. A panic attack during the interview. This is where you start to feel difficulty to breathe, and you may even start to hyperventilate. Feeling over emotional. Maybe you feel a little bit tearful before or during or after an interview. It can get to the point that you're actually too scared to go for interviews. I know clients who would turn up, go to the car park, to get ready for the interview and end up by not going in. Some people cancel the interview. Not applying for jobs is something that's going to really hold you back. And if you've got to this stage, I promise you it's possible to turn things around and get a new job you want quite quickly. In this video, I'm going to share 2 key techniques we use with our clients. First thing is to know your value. It's very important to focus on what you bring to the role rather than what you want out of the job. It's just easy to lose sight of what makes you great, and there'll be lots of things that make you great. Spending some time considering your strengths, your natural strengths, the skills that you learn, the experiences you've had, really does boost confidence and helps to settle any nerves you have. If you genuinely believe that you are, going to be of value to this role and a key candidate, you're going to go into that interview feeling much more confident. Now, we often work with our clients to help understand their strengths and the value they bring, because it's something we don't all want to think about ourselves in this way. Now, by the way, it's just not enough to say, I've got 10 years of experience to the job. I hear this so many times. What does this mean? What value would this experience bring to the role? So one of my favourite questions is, So what? What does this mean? Okay, so when you're trying to prepare, ask yourself, so what? Will you be able to bring a great network of contacts? Will you be able to anticipate problems more? Will you have better solutions? It's really important to start to think about how to articulate your story and how to promote yourself whilst at the same time being authentic. And this really leads me to the second key technique to reduce, stress and anxiety in the interview, is to be yourself. Now, I know that's difficult, and many people believe that they need to present an interview veneer of themselves. But do you know, how you are now is absolutely great. You don't need to be anything different to how you are now. So you need to trust yourself to be yourself, and the more you feel at ease, you're going to be able to build rapport much easier with the interviewers. This in turn is going to give you a better chance of being offered the role. Of course, you want to ensure that you present the best version of yourself, not yourself after a late night out. Now, in my experience, we do a lot of work with organisations and run interviewing skills training for hiring managers. And most hiring managers really want to feel that they've got to know you and they value people with individuality. I hope this is helpful. Now, if you know anybody who gets very nervous before an interview, please share this video with them. If your symptoms or their symptoms are more severe, then subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications on our second video, where I'm going to be covering more tips really to deal with more severe interview anxiety. We'll also provide one-to-one coaching to help clients overcome interview anxiety and restore confidence and get the job they want. It doesn't take as long as you think. You can book a free consultation on our website.